Hey, it's Bill Walsh with the Success Television. We've got a very special guest today. This guy is flat out making it happen. He helps anyone that's generating less than $1 million. He shows them specifically how to go from under $1 million to over $1 million. He speaks, he coaches, he travels all over the world. You get a chance to work with him, you're going to love it. Once again, thanks so much. Joe Rojas, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, Bill.
Maybe just take a little bit of time and just share with some of our listeners, some of our promoters around the world, what really is a bit of your background?
Well, I was a CTO and CIO for companies, and what I did is I helped organizations implement software and technologies that really got them to the next level. And what I'm doing now is I'm helping small businesses be able to capitalize and use those same systems and technologies to grow their business.
So when you're invited to speak at places, whether it's on a webinar, teleseminar, live event, what are some of the things that you love to speak about? What are the things that you know that when you speak to the audience, without doubt, it's going to help them in some of those areas? What are some of the topics you like to talk about?
One of the topics that I like to talk about is systems. I like to talk about, what can they do, and give a lot of free content. What technologies they could implement right away that would get them moving toward that $1 million right away. The other thing that I really like to talk about, and I love to talk about, is technology. I love to get you in there with your technology so that you can see that there's a level of resiliency that you need to bring to your organization. You need to bring that business continuity and resiliency. If your organization can't survive a hit, then you're not built to grow over that $1 million. You need to have something that's really going to, that is solid. And that's what's going to catapult you and push you over the edge.
But I've also seen you speak and you help people with relationship building.
Absolutely.
Right? I know you go out of your way to open up those doors and create relationships, and I think that's a big part of business too.
Yes.
We always share this. If you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go with a great team.
Yes.
So I know you help them with relationships and some team building stuff, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, have you found that audience have loved to hear some of the information?
Absolutely. So, like you said, if you want to go far, you got to go with that team, right? So the part of our system is you have to have those systems and the technology and all that stuff, but if you can't train your team to utilize the systems and to draw in your clients and your folks and really build the relationships. I always go like this. I always point at this and I say, I'm a long-term commitment kind of guy. I want to be in a relationship with you for a long time, and that is the best for me.
Yeah, so it's long-term strategic health,
yes,
and wealth for any business, and obviously that'll happen with systems, processes, programs, and teams. That's awesome.
That's what
and when people do leave your program, right? Let's say they came to hear you speak for an hour, or they came to one of your events, right? What are a couple of the takeaways they would leave there with?
Well, some of the takeaways they'll leave with is they're going to leave with some softwares that they can implement and use and start building their business with right away.
Yeah.
They're going to leave with some strategies to build their team and help them grow.
Yeah.
And they're going to leave with some really good strategies for marketing and lead generation and follow-up.
At the end of the day, they're going to learn how to have more success.
Absolutely.
And if somebody wanted to book you to speak, what's the best way? Do you have a website they can follow you on?
Absolutely. They could go to joerojas.com, or they could,
it's on the screen there too, in case you guys want to see it. Right? In case you're not trying to spell that out, but go ahead. Any other way they can get in touch with you?
Or they can call 347-926-1186.
Joe, man, you're a rock star, brother. Thanks
you.
for being on the Success Network. Keep up the great work. And if you guys are looking for a great speaker, he's definitely a guy you're going to love it. Thanks so much. Have an awesome day.